Good morning, everybody. Hey, Marcy. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And we're, of course, going to talk about so much happened yesterday, of course, because Trump is trying to distract from the Epstein files. Don't forget that, everybody. Hey, Russ. Hey, good morning, handsome. Good morning. Hey, Lisa. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning. Yeah, Trump is trying to distract from those Epstein files, but I wanted to put this picture up. Look at the price of ground beef in that picture. Hey, Tawana. Good morning, beautiful. Look at the price of ground beef in that picture. I don't know about y'all, but I ain't buying no steaks. I don't buy steak. I have steaks in my fridge from what I had bought before Trump got back in office. You say you think they're going to delete the Epstein files. I agree with you, Blue Age. I thought about that the other day. Trump's going to make sure that all that information disappears for good. So just in case if his cronies are not there anymore, nobody will ever know what was really in it. But what did I tell y'all? Check my Patreon. The link is in my bio. I have a link to a couple of threads over on Reddit where they have compiled and put together all of the public information footage on Epstein and linked to all of it. Check it out. You said a ground a pound hamburger at Walmart is over $6? What? No, it ain't cheaper. Marv, it's cheaper. Your ass don't know math. Just tell everybody that you lack the know with all. Bye, beloved. I gotta order some of these I did that Trump stickers. Cause I'm gonna make it my business to go around and post that shit. Cause when Joe Biden was president, the MAGA cronies love to run around and post that. So I'm going to run around and post, I did that. Didn't Trump say he was going to drop grocery prices on day one? Day one, I'm going to lower the price of groceries. And MAGA said, that's why we're voting for him. Because he's going to lower groceries. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to post those fucking stickers everywhere that I can so that MAGA cannot run from it. Yeah. I'm going to post that shit so every time they go to the grocery store, a convenience store, it's going to be looking at them right in their face. And y'all and Trump and them are saying that prices have gone down. But you know that when you go to the grocery store, that's not true. And let me stop for a second. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for joining me. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Mad Historian. Good morning. Thank you all for joining me this morning. I appreciate that. You know that I always do, so I'm going to make it my business to let you know I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, you ladies and gents, so much. But I'm like, they made it seem like, you know, oh, the prices are going to go down day one. Well, it's many, many days later. When is the price of groceries? When are the price of groceries going to go down? Like, how much more can you take as a consumer? What, like, let me ask you guys a question. Like, how much are you, like, where will you draw the line at buying ground beef? Like, what's the price point? Thank you so much, Rob. Hey, Miss Thompson. Like, what's the, send me a sample of what kind of stickers you want. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. It's some other ones I probably want too. I've been seeing these I did that stickers on TikTok. But it's some other stickers. I'll come up with some ideas. We can collaborate on some stuff. God's child, you need to sell those stickers, girl. Whatever we come up with, sell them stickers, girl. Hey, good morning, Casper. Make your money in this economy. You understand? Oh, hey, Leah. Yeah, make your money in this economy, girl. Because the rich people going to make theirs. That's for sure. But Trump did this. Look at that ground beef. $45. Hey, Tina, good morning. Yep, first it was chicken, now beef. Remember, your eggs have been high. Your chicken has been high. Now your beef is high. Chevelle, I wish I had EBT. You probably got some. That's why you mad. Because that's why I told y'all, I'm happier than a pig in shit about MAGA losing their welfare. Because most of MAGA, they're fucking socialists. And they're on the fucking system. They're on the fucking system. It's crazy to me. How you going to be on government paid for oxygen and talk about cutting people off. Okay, all right. Ground beef is human meat. I agree, Blue Age, but I'm asking for people who eat ground beef, what's your cutoff price for ground beef where you will stop buying it? Same thing with coffee, Deborah. You said $14 is what you paid recently, but what's your cutoff for what you'll pay for coffee? Say it again, Lisa. They're about to lose their Section 8. Judge didn't say Trump's not in the files, Pumpkin. Just say you don't oh, I know what happened. I just blocked your ass and you came back. Bye. I blocked that one too, beloved. Gotta be quicker than that. Actually, the judge said yesterday that the Trump administration was full of shit for coming to them trying to get those records unsealed. Because the judge to deal with the grand jury case said it wasn't an investigative jury and it was disingenuous for them to come there. Because guess what? They didn't even seek the testimony of the officers that Bondi had been lying, saying she was trying to get. She lied. I love this shit because it exposes MAGA don't give a damn about children. So every time they come into my live to talk about defending it, I make sure that I point out that that person doesn't protect children, and then I boot them. James, y'all can't see James. James N.G. Naglossi, he doesn't want to protect children. He talks about it as if we shouldn't protect kids. So y'all should go find and let James know that, hey, I guess we like children over here, so we protect them. Notice how it's grown-ass men that are celebrating not releasing the files. Catch that. Y'all better pay attention, especially if you got children. Your neighborhoods are not safe. These people are telling you who they are. Good morning. Good morning, Rhonda. Love you too, beautiful. These people, all they do is spend their time. You said you rarely eat meat, anonymity. Your husband does. $5.99 a pound is your limit in Florida. Well, you already met your limit, beloved. I can guarantee you that. Say it again, Tina. Say it again. GOP has a new meaning now. And it's because the GOP is spending their time guarding the predators and not the victims. I don't understand that. Except to say it exposes again, Republicans never cared about children. They only care about fetuses, and they care about fetuses so they can control the bodies of women. Period. Because if they can keep women barefoot and pregnant in control, well, they get to determine what happens. But what did I tell y'all? I told you the same conservatives that are against abortion, Nunya, it's time for you to go fix somebody some breakfast, beloved. Somebody somewhere needs something. I don't allow conservative women to come in here and be spicy with me. Send your husbands. Nope. That would make you a liberal woman, and I would hate to make you go against your own interests. Right? But like when conservatives tell you, we love the children, protect life, right to life, protect life. A fetus has a right to life. Ain't that what they say? Next time you hear conservative tell you in your face that life begins at conception, ask them if that's true. Do you support IVF? Or better yet, do it like this. Do you support IVF? And if they say yeah, they say, oh, but I thought life begins at conception. So you believe in couples creating babies in labs and freezing them and leaving them there until they're ready for them. They're going to have to refer to the handbook before they respond to you. Papa Rara, you may feel like I made one good video? Really? Which video is that supposed to be? So Trump said out his mouth he will change the... well, they're talking about on how they can prosecute. Because I saw that yesterday. And I'm local to the area. They're talking about how they can prosecute. But their goal is to lock up black and brown children. See, when white kids come into schools and pew them up, they buy, or churches, they buy them Burger King. I never forgot. Understand, if a black man had ever pulled the shit that boy pulled in South Carolina, that white boy pulled in South Carolina, he never would have made it to fucking Burger King. But because they see themselves in him, they make sure that he's safe. I think both sides of the vote. You're right, Barb. I think both sides of anybody saying that is garbage. Get out, Barb. Bye. Oh, they try so hard. And you know it's nothing but a man behind those female accounts. Nothing but a gentleman behind those female accounts. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm on a little earlier this morning because I have another dental appointment this morning. This morning I have a cleaning. Did you hear that, MAGA? When you go to this thing called a dentist, you go every 6 months for this thing called a cleaning with a dental hygienist. And when you go there, what they do is they clean your teeth and your gum line and they assess the health of your teeth. They do x-rays and they tell you whatever else you may need for your treatment plan. Because they get so upset with me. You know? AAA, you mean not brushing that one tooth. That's what you meant. They don't want to brush that one tooth. You know, I don't listen to folks that don't visit the dentist every 6 months. It's nothing we have to talk about. Not a thing. Not a thing. Okay? Not a thing. All right? I told y'all, that's why I don't feed the shit. That's why I don't feed it. Because my mindset is yeah, I just don't feed that, you know? You looked up beef prices, they're not extremely high. But you said, but your thing says Joseph's in Texas too. So are you in Texas or are you in Florida, Joseph? I'll wait. Ain't nobody trying to date interracially, keep it above. You're single not because of interracial dating. You're single because you're not like a contender. You looked up the Florida prices. Well, that's not what I see because I'm looking up Florida beef prices here too. So can you tell me specifically what you looked up? Like what cut of meat for Florida? Because I know what I looked up. It's $26 for a boneless ribeye in Florida. That y'all call that cheap down there? Because shit up here, that's expensive. It's no fucking way Florida got that type of money to pay $26 for boneless ribeye. Rich people do. I know the median income in Florida can't afford no $26 boneless ribeye steak. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Good morning, dude. Stop the cap. So that's where I'm going. Where you see this at? Hey, Chris, good morning. And you have a blessed day too. When did these people come consumer experts? The same people that thought they was experts at eggs. MAGA. Bye. Did you think 43 followers was going to change it? Come on. What policy of Trump's? You're supposed to put an apostrophe, Jacob, after the P, right before the S. That's called something called grammar. Bye. No, I'm not wasting my time teaching y'all shit. I don't have a desire. I don't have a desire to teach you nothing. This ain't school. This ain't school. I'm not teaching here. I'm just pointing out that if you're trying to say possessiveness, it's apostrophe S. I'm just saying. That's that American school system at work. Yeah, I don't buy steaks anymore because steaks are too expensive. Good morning from Germany. I know you guys still have affordable beef in Germany, AAA. And a functioning government. Tell me, how does it feel? We used to. So the national average, according to Army Vet, they've gone up 8% with the national average of $9.26 a pound. Thank you. Thank you for telling the truth, because that other guy tried to lie, talking about it ain't that expensive in Florida. Hell, If beef prices keep going this high, look, Florida gonna be down there. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Yep. Trump's bad economic policy is how we got here. This is Trump. This is Trump. This ain't anybody else. This is Donald Trump's economic policy and his trade policy. That's what this is. I'm echoing. Okay, I'm so unique. Then you should go to another live. Maybe you can hear me over there. Bye. She thought that shit was going to work. Try again. Hey, you can send the black ones. I'll boot them too. Talking about I echo. Well, go to another live. You should be able to hear me from that live. It's really not hard to handle MAGA. It's not hard. MAGA's easy. What do I tell y'all? The best way to handle MAGA is not to give them any of your time. Why they're in denial? You know why they're in denial? Because they want a burger and can't afford it. That's why they're in denial. Yep. Say it again. The first round of Trump's economic policies messed up everything. And it's going to get even worse this time. This time. Oh, look at Joe. Joe says I'm crying, but he's in here with his 614 followers crying. Bye, Joe. They crashing out. She's talking about our president again. She's talking about their president. Papa, I don't have to talk to you. That's why you mad. Look, y'all. What did I tell y'all? Y'all couldn't even see Papa's response because TikTok blocked it. I told you, if you want to get under MAGA skin, don't talk to them. Philip just told us he's in love with Trump. He loves men. Thank you, Philip. Philip loves men. If anybody's looking for a guy, Philip's your guy because he likes guys too. So does Dale. Dale loves men. Look at him saying, I love Trump. Look at him. I just like to point it out. Gay Pride Month might be over, but I'm all for helping straight conservative men find their man. You know, I love it. I love to point it out. Yeah, it is a grade school mentality. I learned it by watching conservatives. I learned it by watching you. They can't take it, y'all. They are crashing. Do you see the crashing that's happening? Do you see the crashing happening in the comments? I love it. This shit. Thank you, Republican Jesus. I look at conservative voters every day like the Joker. You complete me. Thank you. Thank you. It is so refreshing to watch them whine. Remember they said, fuck your feelings. I got a right to say what I want to say. That's me too. So why are you so upset? Look at 619, him big man. I love men. I want to talk about it. Not in my life. I'm not doing it. Now, what do we say? Army says consumer price index shows food prices have risen 3% and overall groceries up 2.4%, dining up 3.8%. Oh, look at them. Some of the rest of them are so mad. Thank you, Army Vet, for putting up the stats. The rest of them are so mad. Oh, I knew Joseph in Texas, too, wasn't who he said he was. I knew he wasn't. That's why I called him out and looked it up myself. I told y'all, they're not smarter than me. They're not. You know why? Because I got a real education. See, it's hard. You can't really come for people who have real educations, who read books. You can't come for people like that. Because people like that are actually witty, right? They won't argue with you. They don't need to. Because they're witty. Right? So they'll say things and you'll be you want to be offended, but you can't because it flew over your head because you don't understand it. See what I did there? Yeah. So they don't get it. They be too busy being mad at me. Hey, Charm City, good morning. Hey, Lori, good morning. I want to stop this morning and say, thank you all for joining me this morning. I appreciate it. If you could tap that like button for me, and with the copy button, just hit copy link. You don't even have to send it to anybody. I appreciate that. Okay? So that's the first thing. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hold on. I was blocking somebody who asked what's going on in DC. Why do you care? Because she thought she was slick too. No, beloved. Gotta get up. Gotta be quicker than that. As they say, you tried it, girl. You tried it. It was cute, though. I crack up because when y'all saw Trump do the press conference yesterday talking about all these criminals in D.C., all of them are on Capitol Hill and at the damn White House. If you're going to send out the National Guard, you need to send them out that way. So they say Trump's tariffs projected to add $5,000 to the average family's annual grocery costs. I think it's going to end up being more than that, Army vet. And thank you all so much this morning. It's going to end up being more than that. It's going to be more than $5,000. It's going to be more than $5,000. When I went to the dollar store yesterday, it was 50-something bucks at the dollar store. I told y'all the dollar store was changing their setup. They now sell $3 items, $6 items, $4 items, $1.50. They not playing. They can't afford to sell shit to you for $1 anymore. They're going to take a loss, and companies are not going to take a loss. Oh, I see these ports are getting empty. But don't forget, Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files. You understand? Don't forget, Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files. Oh, blocking them is extremely satisfying, Divizzy. Want me to tell you something that pisses off conservatives more than you being a socialist? Ignoring them. Don't feed the beast. The dollar store is multiple dollars now. So Dollar Tree is multiple dollars now. Multiples. And I don't call tariffs. They're Trump taxes. Tariffs are Trump taxes. They're Trump taxes on the American family. I thank Trump for that, the legend, and you should too. Now shut up and go cook something. Get out. Bye. I'm so fast, I think people think they see shit sometimes. Like the legend. Bye, the legend. Bye. Bye. Yeah, tariffs are Trump taxes. And that's what y'all should call them. Trump taxes. Don't call them nothing else but that. Trump taxes. Trump taxes. Because that's what they are. Trump is taxing the American family. You know? The American families. So that's why you need to think of it like that. They are Trump taxes. So every time you go to grocery shopping and things are crazy expensive, you can thank Donald Trump for that. You can thank the Republican Party for that. You can thank MAGA for that. Yep, they're Trump taxes, not tariffs. What I think happened, he heard the word tariff and became upset. He became obsessed with it, but also Trump thought he could bully people. Y'all got to remember, Trump imposed tariffs the first time. But you also had a pandemic the first time. And you had countries not knowing that he was going to do tariffs the way he did the first time. They weren't ready the first time. The second time, oh, they ready. You stole your steaks? Well, you do that, honey. I don't hang with people who be stealing. You got to go, beloved. My black mama told me, don't be hanging with people who be doing stuff. She said, if you going to be stupid, you got to be tough. If you going to get in trouble, you get in trouble on your own shit, not somebody else's. I don't want to hear. See, I'll buy a lot of things that might be hot, but meat ain't going to be one of them. Now, that's where I draw the line. I don't buy hot meat. Nah, so you can go on away from here with that shit. I'm not buying no arbitrary steaks from nobody. Hey, deporting man, you've been deported. You probably shouldn't call yourself a deporting man and then come in my live and talk shit, because guess what? You're going to get deported. Oh, those tariffs ain't going to pay for Trump's ballroom. That shit's still going to come from your tax money too, beloved. You ain't know. I saw Taco Man extended the China tariffs for 90 days. Know why? Because China told him to fuck off. The Chinese are buying their soybeans from the Brazilians. Okay, Catherine, it's 8:58. It's time for you to go fix somebody breakfast. Send your husband, beloved. I don't talk to conservative women. Nope. Only place a woman belongs is in the fucking kitchen. Beat it. Okay? Beat it. Thank you, Angela. Yep. Exactly. Collect. I send them back to the kitchen because they say, conservative women say they hate for nothing more. They hate being a liberal woman. They love being a traditional woman. Then why the fuck are you in here talking to me? Go make a baby, right? Go have some children or something. Go prep lunch, prep dinner, do some laundry, sweep some floors, mop some floors, do that shit. That's what you should be doing. You shouldn't be in here wasting your husband's internet talking to me. That's how I see it. So every time they come in talking that shit, I love that the Chinese are playing, they're being strategic. I'm going to tell you who else is being strategic. The Canadians. Trump has forever fucked up our relationship with Canadians. So any of you who are renting had like vacation homes and Canadians were going to rent every year, you might as well accept the fact that your ass ain't going to make no money anymore. Well, the meat is so high because of Donald Trump's shitty economic policies. But the Canadians, they ain't having it. They done stopped buying American libations. Canadians said, fuck that. We can buy our stuff from other places. We don't need y'all. See, America had Canada all fucked up. See, America forgot Canada's bigger. Canada make a lot of fucking money. Right? They don't need us. That's that lie of American exceptionalism that America sells to its citizens, and now look at us. Y'all about to learn? Yeah, that's $45 for beef, ground beef in America. In America. Coffee almost $20. Potato chips $5, $6, $7, $8. Eggs expensive. Bread is expensive. Everything's expensive. But this is your government at work. But then your president says, I'm going to build a $200 million ballroom. You can go vegan. You can do that. But understand, everything's still high. Because see, this is the other discussion we don't have. We don't talk about how the government has allowed corporate farms to own so much of everything and control our food supply and make GMO food. Making that fucking genetic modified food. You buy a damn apple, it can sit on your counter for 3 months and don't spoil. Don't eat that apple. See, and they make it so they don't want you to have access to seeds. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight to get seeds. Man, you better pay attention. These people, they trying to kill us. Somebody said 2.3 pound roast at Lidl was $24. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yep, you can't keep fruit for long. Look, anything you buy, either it won't last for long or it'll last so long that you don't trust eating it. Yeah, you can't find seeded watermelons because they don't want you to. Buy non-GMO seed packs and grow your own shit. Grow your own stuff. One of the reasons why Americans have so many health problems, our food is shit. But our food is bad because the government has allowed corporations to take over our food supply. So all you small family farms that kept voting Republican, thank you, because you're going to lose your farm, and I'm glad. What did I tell y'all? I hope the Chinese buy it, put you to work in it, and make you speak Mandarin or Cantonese. Shishimi. Ni hao. Whatever's required. So that you understand, I'm glad you're getting busted open. Good. You say you buy roasts and cut them up and freeze. Yeah, that's an occasional treat now. Bread is expensive. That's why I told you I was going to buy a bread baker. I need to do that. I've yet to do it, but I'm going to buy that bread baker. Because I saw one on sale on TikTok and it went all the way down to like 40 something bucks. Because it was 80 something bucks at first. I was like, I ain't paying that much money to bake fucking bread. You understand? But I think I'm going to go ahead and buy it because it's better to bake my own bread in the house for my family. Yeah, it's $179, but shit, that bread ain't gonna last long. And it's made like rubber, like yoga mats. Make your own fucking bread. Make your own bread. Make your own bread. These people are producing things that are just taking us down. And America wonder why they have so many health ailments. That's why. The bread in the store got so much junk. And say it again. It has a lot of junk in that bread in the store. Store-bought bread is funny acting. Bake your own bread. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. And another thing, I thank you for bringing that up, AAA. Americans, you got away from reading labels. Read the label. $5 for a loaf of bread. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. And the thing is, there has to be an impact to eating so much artificial food. You understand, y'all? There's an impact to eating so much artificial food. Make your own. I grew up on real food. I grew up on real fucking food. Real food makes a difference. Hey, Crystal, good morning. Listen, what did we talk about yesterday? I said even back in the day, I grew up poor. And I know for a lot of you, you did too. Guess what, though? When you grew up poor, you had better food then than you have access to now that you have more money. The food was better then. The food was better then. Thank you so much, Army Vet. I appreciate your support, handsome. Thank you so much for joining this morning. Thank you. And I want to take a moment to say, listen, thank you so much, you all. And if you like the commentary, check out my Straight No Chaser podcast, right? New episodes are several times a week. My link is in my bio. Check me out on Patreon. You will enjoy the conversation that we have over on Patreon. Yesterday, I already released a new podcast episode for the paid Patreon members where I talk about the real dangers of assimilating if you're an immigrant. There's a danger to assimilating, and I explain to you what that danger is. The beautiful thing, the thing that makes America beautiful is multiculturalism. So when you come here and whitewash who you are, your customs, your traditions, your language, your food, all those things, you're taking away our seasoning. That's what gives America flavor. Prior to you coming, ain't no flavor. That potato salad is just as bland, okay? I mean, it got a little flavor depending on what section of the country you in, but you understand my point. The multiculturalism is the flavor. That's the shit that makes America great. You know? Yeah, I don't know how you pin a comment. That's a good question. Can a mod pin that? Because I've tried to pin. Look, let me see if I see an option. Comment settings. Yeah, I don't even know how to pin a comment. Look, I've tried, and I've never been. Okay, maybe that's it. Did that pin it? No, that didn't pin it either. Yeah, I don't know how to pin it. Somebody else would have to do that. But anyway, yeah, so I did hold it down, but when I hold it down, the only options that come up for me are, hold on, I can tell you exactly what options come up for me. Mark viewer, which is to prioritize their comments and other interactions, but it didn't make the comment go live. Mute account, block account, report, and comment settings. That's it. You don't let me do nothing else. But y'all got to understand. Yeah, so check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. The link is in my bio. You can always go to check it out over there. I know you'll enjoy it, but check out that conversation about, for those who are already members, about how coming to America and being an immigrant, but erasing who you are as an immigrant is dangerous for you. Yeah, it could be TikTok doing that because it also is talking about something else. I don't know. Yeah, I just can't do it. But go and check that out. And thank you all so much. Thank you for the likes this morning, all the shares, the gifts. I appreciate it, and the engagement. But understand, like I told people before, when you had less money, you had better food. Now that you have more money, your food is not any good. All those damn GMOs. I'm on multiple platforms, Trudy. I'm on Spotify, Patreon, YouTube. And just as a reminder, I have uploaded the lives from yesterday onto YouTube. So if anybody missed them, you can see them over there. Because I always make sure I put them there because people enjoy rewatching. All you can afford is processed meat. Eric, don't eat that shit either, man. Don't eat that processed shit. That processed shit is trying to kill you. You know what you do? Make you some black bean burgers. You can make them at home for yourself. And flavor them and season them any way you want them to be. And eat that shit. Don't eat that processed meat. I'm telling you, that processed meat is going to cost you more because of the health elements and the things that it may create for you than just having something else. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, I don't even eat Beyond Meat. I don't know how people eat it. I can't eat that shit. That shit make my stomach hurt. That shit makes my stomach hurt. So I don't even mess with Beyond Meat. Because that's processed meat too. It's not real meat, but it's processed. I don't eat that shit. I don't eat that shit. Because I figure I do eat seafood, but I'm not a huge seafood person. So I have to have a taste for seafood, frankly. Like, shrimp is not something I eat often because I was raised to believe that shrimp were sea roaches. Listen. I ain't saying it's right. I'm just saying what I was told. And I don't really, so I have to have a place for it. I have to have a taste for shrimp to eat it at that moment. Otherwise, I don't fuck with shrimp. Yeah. I call them sea roaches. I'd be like, you see that nasty shit? Whoa. But I have to have a taste for it. Yeah, see, I can't eat everything from the sea. I don't like mussels. I don't like clams. I don't like oysters. The only thing I really will eat occasionally is crabs. I do like certain types of fish. That's pretty much it. Everything else, I'm like, nope. But me and shrimp, I got this love-hate relationship because there's this thought that they're sea roaches. That is lobster. They are in the roach family. See. And then humanity has the audacity to charge you extra for lobster. Nope. See, now that you done told me that, I don't even eat lobster like that anyway. But now that you've told me that, I certainly won't be eating lobster like that. Quiet as kept. I'll eat catfish before I eat shrimp, and I don't even eat catfish like that. I'm just not a huge seafood person. It's just not. I have to have a taste for it to eat it. But I'm not one of those people like I'm having crabs every weekend. No, that is not my ministry at all. I'm not really into that type of situation. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm not into right now too. That high ass beef. When I go grocery shopping, I buy no beef. I do buy some chicken if it's on sale, if I can catch it on sale. But other than that, and I can throw it in my deep freezer and use it when I'm ready to use it. But as far as beef is not a cut of meat that I am checking for in the store anymore. I don't buy pork chops. They cost too much because pork chops used to be a cheap meat, but they're not anymore. Yeah, I don't buy any of that stuff. I don't buy any processed meats. I don't buy much frozen food because frozen food costs too much. I don't buy steak because I bought steak before Trump got sworn in, and it was still on sale. So I got some nice, hefty, nice, good marbleized steaks in my deep freezer that I can pull out and cook anytime I want to. But we don't eat steak a whole lot in my house. We just don't. It's not something we eat. We eat chicken more than we eat steak. And that's just the bottom line. It's not, yeah, I can understand loving catfish, but this the thing. In the South, you can go catch your own catfish. Quiet as kept, I can catch my own catfish up here. If I'm that pressed for a catfish, I would just go fishing, catch it, and come home and clean it and cook it. It's going to taste better anyway. It's going to taste better anyway than anything I would have gotten out of the store. Buy half a cow. Yep. Army vet is correct. Buy a half a cow from a grass-fed farm. They're going to butcher it for you. They're going to individually wrap and label everything for you. It's going to be fresh. I live around the corner from a butcher, and you can buy whole animals and do what you need to do. And if you don't have enough money, split it with somebody. Y'all split the cost. Split the cost. That's where you're going to get your money. Support local farms, as someone said in the chat. Support local farms. Y'all got to stop supporting these big meat processing plants. They treat these animals worse than animals. You understand? Stop doing that shit. And let me tell you something. I had family that used to work in some of these processing plants back in the day. If you only know how your meat looked before they processed it, you wouldn't eat it anyway. How about that part? You wouldn't eat it anyway if you knew what that meat looked like before they processed it. So shop locally. Eat and dine locally. Stop giving your fucking money to these chain restaurants, these big conglomerates. Give it to mom and pops. Mom and pops, y'all gotta get more entrenched in your community. You understand? You gotta get more entrenched in the community. That's the only thing that's gonna separate you from fucking Walmart. That's loyalty. See, a person like me, I'm loyal. If I like your business and I like what you're doing, I'm going to come support you and your family and your business. I will support your business over a corporation because I know a corporation sees me as a number. You know my name when I walk in. That matters to me. And it matters to most people. See, when there's a face attached to the person or the company you're doing business with, and you know how your business may impact that company or that family, it makes a difference. You're more inclined, you don't mind paying a little more because I know where that money's going. That's a good family that owns that business. I'll pay a little extra to them. I'm not giving a little extra to Walmart. Y'all forget it that. Thank you again, Cassie. Farm to table. But you know why America stopped caring about farm to table? Because somewhere along the way, y'all wanted to pretend to be like rich people too. Y'all was ashamed to be working class people, as if being working class was something to be ashamed of. I am proud of being a working class American. I know how to work. I know how to, unfortunately, in America, it's all about survival. So I know how to survive. I know how to pivot. I know how to think on my feet. I'm resourceful. So why the fuck would I not care about those things? When did we stop wanting to be that stuff? What you ashamed and scared of? Maybe if you remembered where you came from, you wouldn't give up your money so freely to rich people. Because see, when you don't have much money, you are more discerning about where you spend that money because you ain't got much. But y'all fell and bumped y'all head and cracked it open to the white meat, like my grandmama used to say. Because y'all forgot who you were. You forgot who you were. Exactly. Americans are in competition with billionaires. And guess what? You can't compete with them. Okay? You can't compete with Jeff Bezos. You can't compete with them rich people you see on reality TV. You can't compete with them. You cannot. Okay? And quiet as kept. The rich people that really got money, they're not doing reality television. Outside of the fucking Kardashians. But the Kardashians use reality TV as a funnel into their other shit. Those women are business women. They're business women. But the rich people who got money, they're not doing no fucking reality TV. They don't give a shit about the poors knowing how they live. If anything, they don't want you knowing what they doing with their money. It's none of your fucking business. That's how most of them live. They do whatever they want to with it, but they don't want you watching and pocket watching, because that's essentially what you're doing when you look at those reality TV shows. You pocket watching. How much did that car cost? How much did that house cost? How much did those shoes cost? And then it causes you to run out and go spend money that you don't have, trying to keep up with people that don't even like you. Wake up. That's why I don't watch those home renovation shows. Y'all don't notice those home renovation shows are just designed to trigger you to spend money to be like people you see on TV. That's why your housing prices have gone up. Because you spent your time watching them bullshit. Oh, I'd sure love a shiplap wall in this kitchen. And then you doing it and your ass don't even like shiplap. Cause like, come on. Come on. Come on. Wake up. Wake up. Say it again. The Kardashians use their reality to promote their other shit. That's what they use it for. You buy knockoffs. Hey, so do I. I don't feel no shame about no knockoff. Because to me, the person that is the fool is the person who bought the name brand thing. That to me is the fool. You walking around here in shoes, you bought them just because they had a red bottom on it. It's the bottom of your motherfucking shoe. What is you doing? It's the bottom of your fucking shoe. What are you doing? Why the fuck are you buying red bottoms? You earn an hourly wage. What are we doing? Instead of buying the red bottom shoes, I would have gave you more credit if you would have bought stock in the company. You get where I'm coming from. But nah. And then, hey, Marky, the funny thing is they'll buy red bottoms, let somebody step on them, they crash out. They crash out. This is 6 months' salary. Well, that's what your stupid ass get for buying red bottoms. Why would you buy red bottoms and come to a club that costs $20 to get into? That's the part that cracks me up even more. You bought red bottoms to come in a spot that costs $20 to get into, and you mad somebody stepped on your fucking shoes. Man, fuck your shoes, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm like, what? Huh? Who? Right, no life insurance. Soon as somebody in the family died, we were wondering if you could donate to the GoFundMe. No, bitch, sell them red bottoms. Sell those red bottoms on Poshmark so you can get a new casket for Mama. Because I'm not donating to shit. I'm not donating to nothing. Do you understand? Nothing. Okay? My grandmama said charity starts at home and I don't live with you. Yes, stuff is capitalism traps. I keep telling y'all, y'all are not capitalists. I keep telling y'all, y'all not capitalists. And you're right, Dwayne, it's taco and chicken dinner. Y'all not capitalists, y'all consumers, you're the product. Rich people are capitalists. You're not a capitalist, beloved. You're not capitalist. Yeah, that's a real picture. Trump did that. $45 steak. $45 steak. People should be enraged by that shit. And you also should be happy it ain't summer. Summer's almost over, so no more family reunions. Now, my family is having a family reunion in September, and I am slightly offended. I'm like, y'all see how much food costs? We ain't got money to be feeding each other just to look at each other and shit. We need to make this fucking family reunion, it need to be virtual. Let's do a Zoom one. Like what? Publix is expensive, but it doesn't matter what store you go to. Any store is expensive. Any store is expensive right now. I saw some stuff in the store. I'm like, literally, when I went grocery shopping the other day, I was talking out loud in the store. I was like, oh, hell no. I know you fucking lying on some of them prices. Oh, no. Some of them prices I just refuse to pay. I remember those ranchers were mad at Oprah because Oprah's an influencer. And so when Oprah said she wasn't eating meat, they knew it would cause other people to do the same thing. Oh, and yep, Walmart prices went up. See, folks got to understand, Walmart, if you go to Walmart now, you're not going to see no signs talk about rock bottom prices. They ain't putting that shit up now because Walmart ain't going to give you rock bottom prices no more. You know why? Because Walmart can't buy cheap Chinese shit without tariffs no more. They can't buy that cheap shit. Exactly, Walmart is MAGA. That's why I don't give a fuck. Let them go bankrupt. All Walmart does is come into neighborhoods, destroy them, pay people slave wages, and run away. So, nope. I want them to be destroyed. Good. That's what Walmart wanted. Good. You went to buy 5 things. It came up to $187. What the did you buy? Only one Marley? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, Publix is MAGA too? Good. Then they should charge more for the steaks then. Because it'll take them out of business too. It's going to be quite a few grocery stores that get consolidated. And they're closing 200 stores. No surprise, if you're charging that much for fucking beef, you won't close. You stop shopping at Walmart after the DEI, or after they got rid of that, which cracks me up because at Walmart, they hire so many people that are handicapped, special needs. So no DEI, I guess those people aren't going to have jobs no more. Again, I'm trying to understand Walmart's logic because exceptional people don't go to get jobs at Walmart. Now, I'm not saying there aren't some disabled people that aren't exceptional. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you talk about the others that work at Walmart, most people who are by and large doing it big ain't running to Walmart. Why? Walmart don't want to pay nobody. They don't want to pay nobody. Exactly. Walmart promotes federal assistance to their medical assistance to their employees, food assistance, all that shit. Promise it was like paper towels and a couple things. Wow, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. But for some communities, Walmart is also the grocery store. Because Walmart coming to town essentially pushed a lot of other stores out of there, out of the community. Because Walmart at one time had the lowest prices. Not no more. Not no more. Yep, you're right about that, Christy. You're right. You're right. You said they used to have a good retirement payout, not no more. Yeah, go to local. See, I have a lot of local farms around me, and they have stands. So we can just stop and buy stuff. And it's always cheaper when you're at the farmer's property buying it than going inside of some building that's the farmer's market because they charge them for tables. And then they got to add that cost onto the cost of the food. It's easier just to go to their farm. Go to your local farms and buy shit. Trust me, they're selling stuff right there at their local farm too. Costco's good too. But Costco, you're going to spend a brick in Costco. Listen, Costco ain't cheap. And you're buying in bulk. So it's going to cost you some fucking money at Costco. So I have to pick and choose my Costco runs. We can't afford to go to Costco multiple times a month no more. It costs too much. 7-ounce filet mignon, $28.11. Well, that ain't bad at a farm, but shit, that's still high. Yeah, you buy in bulk. They think you won't notice, but my ass notices, even at Costco. Certain shit at Costco I won't buy because I go, that's just too much now. But other things, like, I'm going to tell you, it's cheaper to buy potatoes at Costco. It is. When you factor in the size of the potatoes, how many pounds of potatoes you're getting in a bag, it is more economically feasible to buy potatoes at Costco than it is at a grocery store. Like, I pay attention to stuff like that. So it's cheaper to buy that shit at Costco. It's cheaper to buy rice in bulk at Costco. Buy a big ass thing of rice that's several pounds because that shit is going to last you versus running and buying that in small containers at a grocery store. You're going to spend too much money on that. So that's what I would do. That's what I do. I just told my husband the other day, because we're almost out of rice. We bought rice like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. We're just getting to a point where we're almost out of rice. So we're going to go back and buy another bag of rice. Yeah, look, it's that basmati rice. Melody, it's that basmati rice. Not that I won't use Uncle Ben's, but that basmati rice is the business, and it's cheaper. Basmati rice tends to be cheaper than shit like Uncle Ben's. Because they just charge you more because of the fucking name. So I just use basmati rice or jasmine rice. Whatever one is the cheapest, that's the one I use. Real shit. It's whatever's cheapest for me. I don't have to be, it doesn't have to be a certain thing. But I have got to start wrapping up this morning because I told you guys I have a dental cleaning this morning. And y'all know I love the dental hygienist. I'm weird like that, okay? Right after I get my cleaning, I look at the dental hygienist, I just go, I'm crushing on you so much. Because, that feeling of cleanliness that you get after the dental hygienist is unmatched. The feeling you get after a good cleaning is just unmatched. I can't wait to go today, man. I'm like Jill Scott in How Did I Get Married? Remember when she does that in the bathroom? That's me. Ain't nothing like a cleaning. I walk right in, sit in the chair, be like, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. No problem, Lisa. And Lisa, one more tip before I wrap up. You want to get clothes, good clothes for cheap? Go to your local cleaners. You can go to your local cleaners and buy unclaimed goods. That's stuff that people didn't pick up in 30 days. You can go buy it. And people put their good stuff in cleaners. So we're talking suits, comforters, all types of good shit. Thank you so much, Debbie. That's because I brush and floss every day, Debbie. And I'm a little neurotic about teeth. Because my mother, it goes back to how I was raised. My mother was like, listen, when you show up, people going to always pay attention to if your clothes are clean, if your nails are clean, if your teeth are good and you brush them and you floss, your shoes are good. They ain't got to be fancy. You just look neat and clean. See, I grew up poor. So what you did have control of is being neat and clean and presentable. You understand? So that's what you do. Thank you, Auntie. Look, these first two front teeth, I ain't gonna lie though, they are crowns, okay? And my crown got loose the other day. I said, oh no, bitch, won't be me. You won't have me walking around looking all raggedy. No, ma'am, that's not how I live. I work for dental insurance. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So I took my ad, I called it, I need an appointment stat to get this crown fixed. And I got there early. And while I was there, I was like, I know it's cleaning time. Let me go ahead and make my appointment for my cleaning. Because I was already looking at my hygienist like, hey, boo. So I'm going today. So I will see you all back here today, live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I thank you so much. I thank you for all the likes. We got 58,000 likes today. I appreciate that. We got over 50 shares today. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the engagement. Look, my husband know I'm creepy. Look, tomorrow, my husband know I'm creepy. He knows I love the dentist, okay? There are a couple people that I have this, affinity for that I love, right? My dentist. I used to love my old nail tech, but he moved back to Vietnam. I was so sad. Y'all know, I was so sad. I was mad. When I went to the nail salon and saw they sold, y'all know I texted his ass. I was like, hold up, Duncan. Y'all done sold a fucking nail salon? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, girl. We sold and I moved back to Vietnam. Bitch. Oh, that was my guy. That was my guy. But I have since found me a new nail tech. So that's my other boo, my nail tech. Because he know how to paint nails properly. I don't get fake nails, but I have this thing that I'm neurotic about how you put on nail polish. And he does it right. So there are a couple people in my life that I just really, really love. My dental hygienist, my mechanic, my nail tech. I'm trying to think who else. My veterinarian. And I think and my favorite waiter at my favorite diner. Gino. Because his curls always be popping. Me and him be talking about curl creams and stuff. So his curls are always popping. Okay? Hey, Gino, if you happen to pop in here. But you're supposed to be working, sir. But thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I will see you live this afternoon at 5 p.m. I'll dig more into this Trump stuff and everything else that's been happening. Y'all need to pay attention. Because, again, the government's spending a lot of money, and they're going to need more money. And I got a feeling they're going to be back looking for more tax money from us. Okay? Don't forget, Trump is in those Epstein files. Don't lose sight of that. Trump is throwing everything up in the wall so he don't have to talk about Jeffrey Epstein. Don't lose sight of it. Click the link in my bio to check out the Patreon, because over in the Patreon yesterday, I linked to one of my community members, a video that she has on YouTube where she talks about how huge that network that Epstein network is, and Epstein not being here anymore don't do nothing for that network being gone. Understand, this shit ain't over with yet. Go watch that damn video. I also linked to a group, a post on Reddit that links to all the Epstein files that are public. Recordings, documents, images, so you can see it for yourself. Why Trump is trying to hide. And then I'll talk later on this afternoon about how Trump transferred over $1 billion in assets to Jeffrey Epstein over years. And we'll dig into why that happened. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I'll see you this afternoon. I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters because I do this every live, but I want to say I appreciate you no matter if you gave a gift, no matter how big or how small. But understand, I also want to be clear. Gifting is not a requirement to be here. The requirement to be here is just to be a part of a discussion that makes sense and not to try to derail it, because it doesn't help any of us by arguing with one another versus being focused on rich people trying to keep us poor so that we get our share of the pie like we supposed to and not getting crumbs. I don't want crumbs. I want a piece of the pie, not the crumbs that fall off from the pie while the rich are getting their slices. You get it? So I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters because I thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate your time so much. Number 1, Handsome Russ. Thank you, Russ. Number 2, Handsome Lamont. Thank you, Lamont. Number 3, Beautiful Dude. Number 4, Beautiful Lori. Number 5, Handsome Marky. And number 6, a special shout out to Handsome Eric 50. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. I tell you, your most expensive, your most valuable commodity is your time, because once you earn it, you lose it, you can't get more. So be mindful about how you spend your time today, okay? And as I tell you always, don't let nobody live rent-free in your head today. Don't feed the trolls, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, you guys. I'll see you this afternoon. Bye-bye.